Guys, it's Lee in a fishbowl. I just want to give a quick update because I probably won't be able to update again since we're heading out to Disney on Thursday afternoon late. So I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on. Where I left off, I wasn't sure when Aunt Flo was going to come, and I really didn't know what was going on there. My last period on December 17th was one day of light flow, and then after that it was nothing. And I've had spotting constant, just like here and there. So, but it wasn't enough to call it flow. So anyway, long story short, then this past Wednesday, which would have been January 1st, that's right, January 1st, I started again with light flow, like just very suddenly. So I thought, okay, cycle day 1 again, what's the deal here? And then Thursday, nothing. So I texted my doctor's nurse, and she had me come in Thursday for an ultrasound, and my lining was good and thick. It was like an 11, but there was nothing on the ovaries, so either I was way past ovulation, the corpus luteum was almost gone, or else I hadn't ovulated at all. They didn't know. So she said, let me talk to the doctor and let's see what we're going to do. So the next morning, she called in a prescription for birth control. So I'm on Loestrin. It's the generic form of it. It's a Loestrin 1.5 / 30, I think is what it's called. And I'll be on that indefinitely. So the funny thing is, Friday, before I even picked up the prescription, my bleeding started picking back up. And by Saturday, it was obvious that this was most likely, no, it was most definitely my period. So I do feel better, at least knowing that now I know what cycle day 1 was. Whereas I think the December 17th light flow, I went back and just put on fertility friend. I just put spotting, and then put a note that it was heavy spotting, technically. I don't know. So that my chart looked a bit longer. Now, what's funny is if you go back to the last day I bled, when I had that 20-something days of bleeding, which was my first bleed post DNC, then it was right at 34 days. So that's really, my cycles are between 28 and 30 days. So it's not too far off if I went back that way. But anyway, it really doesn't matter. So the point is, I'm on birth control now. I have an appointment on the Monday. It's down here, it's well, I think it's everywhere, Martin Luther King Day, and is Monday the 20th, and I have an appointment with my reproductive endocrinologist then, and I'm going to meet with him finally and go over all of our test results. So I will do an update when I get back from that appointment, and we'll be back from Disney and everything. So for now, I'm on the birth control definitely till the appointment, and most likely after that. My thoughts are most likely going to be, since we cannot afford IVF at this time, obviously, we've not sold the extra house that we have that's up on the market, and there's just no way we can afford, $12,000, $13,000. It'd probably be closer to $15,000 after meds at this time. But now that I have a diagnosis for MTHFR and for the alpha thalassemia, let me tell you this: the alpha thalassemia is really not an issue, because we did find out that Kevin, God love him, he's so funny. He's perfectly normal in all genetics, and he was cracking me up, strutting around. We went to eat dinner after the appointment the other evening after my ultrasound, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm perfect. And he's like, my genetics are right. So anyway, long story short, he's not a carrier for alpha thalassemia, so that would not have any effect on our children. So me being a carrier is not a big deal. So the only real underlying issue that I know of at this point, until we meet with the doctor, is the MTHFR, which is a big issue. So my thought is, at least we have 2 more IUIs covered under our insurance. So the problem is the IUIs are covered, but we run out of money coverage for our medications. So the medications will cost us probably close to $1,000. So we'll see. 1,000 versus 15,000 is a lot of savings. But then if it didn't work, that's 1,000 we could have put towards IVF. So I don't know. But I'm thinking that with my whole egg egg reserve issue, my low AMH, that it may be better just to go on and at least try the IUIs, and because we can't afford the IVF, it's better than nothing. So that's kind of what I'm going to probably push for when we head to meet with him, to try to do a cycle with him of injectables, and to do the Lovenox injections post-ovulation, or I think they start on like cycle day 6. So I'll be learning all about that. Plus now I've been on my folate, methylated vitamin B, folate, my B6, my B12, all of that for a good while. So that will help. Plus coming off the birth control sometimes can be a real help. So we'll see. I'm going to stay on the birth control until we make a plan. So I'll be on it indefinitely. But that's kind of where we are right now. And so I'm going to cut this off at the 6-minute mark. And I will talk to you guys later after we get back from our magical vacation at Disney. And I will be vlogging some down there, but won't post it till later probably. I don't know. We'll see. But I will be vlogging some. So, and I'm going to be meeting up with Mrs. Princess Diana, Mrs. Princess Di. I'm so excited about that. So my first official YouTube meetup. Wow. So anyway, we'll talk later. Thanks a lot. Bye.